You play drums often? Tim?
I try to. I've been doing this weird thing where I actually practice.
It works. It can work.
I've always just played songs, but now I'm like, maybe I should do like rudiments and like slowly do double bass stuff and like go like this and
yeah, I hit a cymbal, right.
Yeah, and trying to like learn proper technique of like how this, holding the stick and how it bounces and how it balances and all this stuff. I'm like, I never. We didn't have YouTube back in the day, so I didn't have a teacher. I'm just like, oh, you hit the drums. Now, like, I can, there's. So I'm trying, but not enough. But it's,
I played, when I was starting in 7th grade, and I stopped when I went to college. Basically, I didn't take a drum set, and I sold it in '95. And in November, I just bought an electronic one, a Roland also.
Yeah.
And I've been having a lot of fun, man. I've really gotten back up and even probably better than I used to be. Just jumped right back into it though. Yeah, it's fun. It's great.
It's electric kits are so much fun.
They're so much fun. The electric, because my wife would never tolerate an acoustic drum set. No, I mean, we're moving. Dude, I mean, it's loud, especially the shit that I play is really fast and really loud, and like she would hate it. Like she would absolutely hate it. But it's an electronic thing you can do anytime. I love it, man.
It's awesome. Yeah. It's fantastic. Yeah. And then you can record because you can just do MIDI stuff to a DAW.
I even have one of those, a Roland TD-23 probably. I don't know what it is, but I'm not. I don't have a
blasphemer.
No, I do have an electric set.
I know you do, but it's not a Roland.
It's not nice and bad, but
I know Roland.
What do you mean it's not a Roland? I think it is.
I think it's an Alesis, isn't it?
Oh, man.
No, that's what I had.
No, okay. I don't know what it is. But I loved it when I was living in Delaware because I could just play all that shit and not worry about like waking anybody up or.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, that's the great. That's
I actually I saw a band last night. Unfortunately, it was a country band, so I didn't hang around for long. But but they sounded great live because you could just level the sound. You can always adjust the sound for the room, which I think is I don't know why it's not done more often. Like I think they're great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can beat the hell out of these things too. They hold up. They don't.
Yeah.
And you can beat the crap out of them, and
that just impresses me.
Yeah, I know. I'm shocked.
It really impresses me. I have no idea what this stuff is made out of, but like I beat the shit out of mine.
Yeah,
it's alien technology.
Yeah, it's alien technology.
Yeah, I did learn about plastic tips though. I was using wooden tips, and my head was starting to rip, and I was like, "Oh, what?" And you're supposed to use plastic tips. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Didn't know that.
The thing I don't like about plastic is the sound it makes on the cymbals, though. It just does this.
Yeah, I know.
And a lot of the times I try to record just to see how I sound or if I'm, tempo and stuff like that. Yeah. And a lot of the time it's just like this. I'm like, that's weird. Yeah, I don't really like it. But I do want to look into an acoustic set soon because we're moving next month into a bigger house and if I can soundproof it. I mean, I'm like I told Eric and Joe, man, I'm looking to start a band or at least look for people, that specifically just hardcore music, like type Exploited, Cro-Mags, and
Oh, there you go. Cool.
Yeah.
Brush your teeth with this.
We could take the makeup off. I'll bet you we could take the makeup off and it wouldn't make any difference.
You're crazy. We don't even take the makeup off? You're nuts.
Mellifluous.
What about the Alice in Chains action figures?
Yeah, I've been making some of me for the chicks.
Just a taste of what's going to happen to the rest of your stinking planet. Your civilization is obsolete, my man was.
Gee, we could take off the makeup. I mean, basically, when we started as a band. We started to play rock and roll, and that's what we could do.
Without the makeup, I think you're nuts.
I think that's good.
Why do you want to shock to you anyway?
Verisimilitude.
Ricky, quick, will you try to take my photos?
Let me see your cigarette lighter.
All right, Ramblers, let's get rambling.
All right, let's move on to Ministry.
Do it.
We'll play a little bit of this album. Got to get a little of the vocal in here before we fast forward a little bit. I was sure it was on that measure, but I was wrong. 4 more.
Ministry.
Yeah, I know. We'll get into that a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll pause it there because I could listen to the whole fucking song, trust me.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah. Of course.
All right. This band is obviously Al Jurgensen. We talked about him a little bit already. But you got Paul Barker on bass, who's kind of his partner in crime for a while there. There are some other musicians credited on this album. Bill Rieflin on drums, yeah. Louis Vitek on guitar. I don't know who that is.
Really? Louis? That's the guy from Mindfunk, and he was also an MOD.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Holy shit! I should
Duh.
have.
Yeah.
Morbid Angel.
What? Morbid Angel also.
Yeah, wasn't it the guy, Matt?
No, Mike Scasio was in Rigor Mortis.
Oh, that's the guy. Yeah, he's from Rigor Mortis. Yeah.
Yep.
And then, of course, Gibby Haynes is on Jesus But My Heart Right.
Yeah.
Wait, who's on the?
Kind of.
Who's the vocalist on that one? Gibby Haynes from Butthole Surfers.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah.
Because it sounds just like a Butthole Surfers song.
Yeah, it does. It basically is. I mean, music by Ministry, but yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. I guess Paul Barker was the producer. Paul Barker and Al Jurgensen really were the producers on this, right?
Yeah, this was when they were really like, a partnership.
Yeah. At
least production wise, and it sounded like there was a lot of friction in the studio though.
Quite a bit. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This album was right after Steers, Beers, and Queers, wasn't it? Or around that time?
Yes.
Which is a great album. I mean, they worked well together, I think. They made some good albums.
That's an album by who?
Revolting Cocks.
Okay.
So who was it Paul Barker in that band, or?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
And Bill Rieflin was also in that.
Yeah, and also who else?
Well, we can look it up.
Chris Connolly. So he's a guest.
Yeah, Chris Connolly. Yeah,
but he was really the vocalist of Revolting Cocks, I guess. And Al only did vocals sometimes, but it was mainly Chris Connolly. I only learned that much later.
Huh.
But I also learned about the Butthole Surfers through this album.
Yeah,
I mean, I didn't
I think a lot of people did. I know I did.
Yeah.
And I mean, much like the Nine Inch Nails album, I mean, Ministry had been heavier, but this album was like another level of heavy.
Yeah. I didn't think it got any heavier than this.
No, you thought this was heavier than the previous album?
I mean, guitar wise, just like from
this was
just
overall, yeah,
brutal and punishing in a different way. I don't know. It was more. I didn't mind the sampled aspect of it. I was really, I don't know, something really got me about how precise it was, but it was also very heavy at the same time. It looks like Peter Christopherson also directed one of their videos too.
Musically, I think it is heavier. Vocally, I think mine was a lot more intense. This is not the most intense vocals I've heard Al do, actually, in my opinion.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, you could go back to
Thieves.
Thieves? Yeah.
Burning Inside. I mean, that's
even
just.
I agree.
Wherever that
really
voice comes from, man, I don't know.
I agree. I would agree with you on that. I mean, I liked how his vocals were on this album. They really worked with it, but I think it wasn't as heavy.
No. But musically, I think this is a heavier album.
Yeah.
Well, let me posit this. So for me, this album is the tale of two EPs mashed together. Because you have the first half of the album
Yeah.
It's very. I fucking love it.
Yeah,
and then we get to Scarecrow, and it's like, I'm out. I'm out. I'm fucking done. And that I remember that, and I forgot how I felt about that. I think even when I had recorded this onto a tape to listen to in my car,
you left that out.
I think after the 5th song, I was like, no, I don't. I'm good. And that's where I still am on this.
Well, I'll agree with you the last 2, but I think Psalm
Yeah.
69 is one of my favorite songs on the album.
Yeah, I love that song.
Yeah. Psalm 69 and Scarecrow.
Okay,
Scarecrow's fucking heavy.
But it is, but it's that whole thing of we're self-indulgent. We're going on like 50% too long or 100% too long on these things.
It is too long.
That was my one issue with Psalm 69 is it's basically like it's 2 parts and they just repeat those 2 parts. And that's pretty much it. So
you mean per song?
No, I'm talking about the song.
Oh, the song. Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, sorry. I know we jumped ahead there a little bit, but it's like
I gotcha.
You take this part, do that for 8 times, and then you take that part, do that 8 times, and there's your song. Like
Scarecrow should not be a 10-minute song or 8-minute.
No,
come on.
It shouldn't be.
It's really good for the first like 2 or 3 minutes, and you're like, oh, that's all you're gonna do. And the concept of it is really cool too, but it's like you gotta do something, man. Like.
I still love that song though.
Yeah,
like really. That's the only song I'd say that's the only song on this that I find average. Like every other song on this, I think is just mind blowing.
The last 2 were
really
boring to me. Actually.
I like Grace.
You get past
I like
the 5th track, and I'm like, I'm good.
Hero is my favorite song on this album.
That's a great song.
Yeah.
That's great, an amazing song.
Me TV2 is
it's like
it's like a thrash tune. It is like
we're covering all the tracks.
I'm
all at
telling you,
once.
the first 5 are fucking.
it was. It's obvious.
Tim, I was there for the first half of this album.
You were there for it.
Yeah.
Are they bops?
They're bops. The first 5 are fucking bops, man.
Number 5.
I could. Jesus Built My Hot Rod was one of my least favorite songs.
Yeah.
The sequencing is done, I think, accurately. They put their best foot forward.
Yeah. I think bands often try to spread shit out, but this is like
they didn't. They were like, we're punching you in the face for the first 5 songs. Just
and hopefully you're stoned or whatever in the rest of this, and you're just gonna be like, fuck yeah.
Maybe that's how they recorded it. They were getting more and more on the drugs, and by the time they were at Scarecrow, they're like,
I don't know.
I mean, Corrosion does that too, just in a different way. It's still punching you in the face, just with more beats and samples and weird shit versus guitars. But we'll get to that. We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
Well, let's hear some more.
You played some NWO.
Are we talking about the tracks?
I guess we could go to the tracks.
Whoa, the tracks.
Oh wait, should we do the album cover first?
Yeah, the album cover. Sorry,
it's nothing special about it. It's not bad. It's not good. I think.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool, right?
It's cool.
And there's like I guess some letter things.
Well, let's talk about the album title because
the title is it's more than Psalm 69. Yeah, it's
right.
What is The Way to Succeed and The Way to Suck Eggs, right?
But it's also K-E. Some Greek letters.
Yes.
I don't know. What's going on?
Does anyone know the history behind that? I have no idea what that is.
Yes, it's actually a reference to Anton LaVey.
Aleister Crowley. No, Aleister Crowley.
Aleister Crowley. Yeah, that's right. Aleister Crowley. Yes, the Book of Satan.
Oh, okay.
Or might not be the Book of Satan, but
the Book of Lies.
Yeah,
that was
the Book of
Lies.
Lies.
Was the other guy. That was LaVey, right?
That was LaVey. Yes. So yes, it was the Book of Lies by
Aleister Satan.
Yeah, Aleister
by
Crowley.
Little Sunshine.
Anton
Crowley.
Did you know? Oh well. So if we're gonna talk about NWA, I want NWO, not NWA.
NWA.
It's a different podcast.
We could.
Hey, yo, Yellow. Pump that up.
I was gonna ask Tim. Did you know there's a song called is it Larry O's? Is the name of the song by Devin Townsend? Mm-hmm. That goes like this.
Let it go, Big Daddy.
Oh my God!
No, that's on purpose.
It's got to be.
Yeah, that's on.
That's a tribute.
Yeah, he did that on purpose. 100%.
gotta be.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Nice
That's,
catch.
you know he did.
Oh,
what's
can't
that
take,
from?
I can't take credit for that. I found that online somewhere.
Okay,
I think
what
it was on
album is
YouTube or something. Somebody said, "Hey, it's Devin Townsend's Larry O's. It's on Punky Brewster.
What?
Cooked on Phonics.
What?
What?
When did that come out?
It's the Devin Townsend is the artist. The name of the album is Punky Brewster Cooked on Phonics. 1996.
Okay,
that can't be cool.
This is way too much Canadian stuff.
Canada makes a lot of good music, though.
Devin Townsend's amazing.
Oh yeah, that guy's a genius.
Sacrifice is from Toronto, actually.
Yes, they are. You're right.
And didn't Chuck Schildinger, didn't he move to Canada for a little while to join Onslaught? Not the American Onslaught band, but the...
I don't know.
Yeah, Chuck lived in Canada for a little while, actually. There's a good music. Yeah.
That's probably where you get cancer.
I mean, obviously, Voivod.
All right.
Skinny Puppy, right?
We have no downloads from Canada. It's okay to show them.
Voivod, yeah. Bonjour, Montreal!
Bare naked lady.
So there are a couple samples, obviously, in this song, NWO. From
George H.W. Bush.
Well, yes.
Fairly prominent.
For sure. Yeah.
I don't think Al was a fan of him.
What do you mean?
I don't think I was either. I appreciated that.
No.
It really resonated, didn't it?
What's that?
It really resonated with us at the time, didn't it?
Yeah.
Not liking George Bush or organized religion and that sort of thing. So,
yeah.
I mean, that album had it all, and of course, and it had that Apocalypse Now sample, and
yeah, this is it right here. You hear that? That was from Apocalypse Now. That little clip right there. Just play
I didn't know that.
What was it?
Play it again.
I'm gonna play it again. Hold on.
Play it again. Oh.
You know what I'm talking about?
That's crazy. I didn't know.
I mean, I get the riff. I recognize the riff. Yeah, I didn't know that was from that movie.
Yeah,
I didn't either. I thought it was just a riff.
Nope, it's from Apocalypse Now.
Huh?
That's weird.
Yeah,
that is.
I've
weird.
only seen most of that movie once, and I don't think I've seen the whole thing.
You should see the whole thing. That's a really good movie.
The whole thing.
I've actually never seen the whole thing either, so don't feel too bad.
How have you never seen that? Is it badass?
I know. God, tell people you haven't seen a fucking movie. They're like, it's like you murdered a puppy.
Oh, no.
It's like, fuck. What? Idiot. I hate you.
There's no point in talking.
We're done here.
We're done.
No, it's like conversation over.
This was the other sample.
I honestly thought I was going to get that for saying I didn't like 9 Inch Nails.
Oh, well.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey, you were a lot kinder than I was when it came to Skinny Puppy. So.
Yeah, I was. I gave it a C.
No.
Did you catch this one? This was from Apocalypse Now also.
It's all right.
yeah,
It's all right. Yeah.
that's Dennis Hopper.
Yeah.
That's yes.
Yeah.
That's a great scene.
That guy's a lunatic or a dead lunatic.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, he's dead.
He played lunatics mostly, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Incredible in Blue Velvet.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
That movie, yeah.
He was incredible in that.
I mean,
Don't forget Hoosiers. Great in that.
He was in.
Don't forget
River's Edge. He was
Feck.
Feck in River's Edge.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
True romance. That's.
Oh yeah. True romance.
Yeah, he was.
You're a Cantaloupe.
I've never seen that movie. I've never seen True Romance.
What?
See, that's
great.
What?
How dare you?
Kill yourself now.
Yeah, he's in that with Christopher Walken. There's a good Christopher Walken and.
Oh yeah.
That's a scene we will not be playing on this podcast.
No. That's a Quentin Tarantino movie, so there's some words in there that we don't like to repeat on.
I think he might have a fetish for a certain word.
Well,
yeah, he kind of does.
A word and feet.
And what?
And feet. Every one of his movies got a close up of a woman's feet. Every fucking movie, he's got to have a close up of a woman's feet. At some point.
Really? I never noticed.
Well, think about it. Kill Bill, the whole scene with her trying to, move her pinky toe. And then there's a scene in, like, I can't remember. One of the actresses puts her feet up on the dash, and it's like a big close up of her foot, dirty foot there. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude.
I never thought about that. Yeah.
Anyway, moving on
Factoids.
from Quentin Tarantino. Yeah.
I don't think Inglourious Bastards had that.
Probably not.
I don't recall a foot.
Yeah, well, I mean, the one woman had a cast over her foot. So.
Well,
Shoshana.
I feel weird talking about this thing.
We'll move on then. Let's not talk about it anymore. Well, all right. Well, Just One Fix. Want to talk about that song? That's a good song.
Yes, that's a great song.
It's a
Do you want
great
to talk
song.
about how much he likes Slayer in this song?
Sure.
Never trust a junkie.
That's
yeah, that was a video that had Burroughs in it and Burroughs samples again.
Yeah.
I was getting into all that stuff at that time, so it was perfect. It was
Never trust a junkie.
That was Sid and Nancy, the movie Sid and Nancy.
Did I have the riff right? It was South of Heaven, right? It is South.
Yeah,
of Heaven.
it's South of Heaven.
Yeah. Okay.
That Thorazine thing is from a 1967 movie called The Trip. In case anyone's curious.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That riff. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
And that's a thrash riff, basically.
I was gonna say, like, how are these industrial bands writing thrash riffs better than thrash bands are writing?
Covered by Kuro.
That's this Sepultura.
They covered it.
It's covered by.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Album called Kairos.
But right now, there's already a Slayer thing.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just fast forward to the end, Joe. That's when the Slayer riff comes in, right?
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
That's
It's almost note for note.
So let me play South of Heaven. It's the song South of
Yeah, it's that right there.
You know what's it's funny. I never put that together for some
I
reason.
didn't either.
Really?
No.
Yeah, you were the first person to point it out.
Oh my god! I beat
At least for
Tim
us.
to the sound-alike punch.
You did. I didn't get it.
Wasn't it glorifying? Eric, you told me you saw Slayer, right, in 2019?
Yeah, Tim was there too.
Yeah, we were.
Wasn't it glorifying to hear this song, though?
Oh,
this
yeah.
Black Magic. Yeah, those are the two hearing this. And actually Jesus Saves, too. Yeah, that was great.
Did they play Silent Scream? I feel like because that's one of my favorite songs.
I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so.
It says this video was on an episode of Beavis and Butthead.
Oh yeah,
Just
sure it
one
was.
thing. Yeah,
I bet I could
Did you play
find it.
that?
Let me see.
Oh, probably.
Go ahead, Tim. What do you
That riff in the middle is so good, where it really gets. You know, I don't know the exact timing, but it's just. You know what I'm talking about.
yeah, it's pretty nice.
Oh yeah, I know what you're saying. It's a little,
you know.
the tempo changes a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
Add that little chicka chicka
It's
chicka.
metal.
Oh, that's straight up
metal.
thrash. Yeah.
Monkey never dies.
All right, I found it, Aftab. Let's see what we got here. Hold on.
Hey.
This is Beavis and Butthead.
Yes. Now we're getting somewhere.
God.
Even the old days are cool. I like the tornado.
God.
Almost everything in this video is cool.
God, we are such dudes.
You want to laugh?
right. Well, it's
The video version was different, wasn't it? Because that whole "Bring It All Down" thing was not. It's on the album, is it?
No, it's not. There was there's someone.
It's like a single version.
Yeah. There's more to it.
For the video, pretty much the recording of this was kind of done by two different sides. There was Al and Mike, who were pretty much, I think Eric mentioned this a little earlier, pretty much doing $10,000 in heroin and coke and everything a day.
Yeah.
And they were just balled out, just nuts. And then there was the book club. It was, Bill and the other guys. But one way or another, those guys would come in, do their tracks during the day, and of course, Al and Mike were so messed up, they'd show up pretty much at dusk after everyone else had already, finished ready, and they'd just go in and just record walls of sound. Now, when it came to this tune, they got, I forget how they got a hold of Bill Burroughs, but the plan was to use...
Apparently, he expected people to bring him heroin. If you wanted to talk to Jim Burroughs, you had to bring drugs.
Pretty much, they stopped by. He lived in Lawrence, Kansas, so they stopped by. They drive through Kansas City and they try to score some. They show up and they can't. They show up at his house. They knock on the door. Burroughs opens the door, just like, "Oh, it's you guys. You holding? I can smell a junkie a mile away." And Al's like, apparently they only brought enough to keep themselves from getting sick. No. He's just close the door in their faces. This is just Al and Mike. Al and Mike also showed up late, 3 days late, because he was too busy mixing for Roland Cox. So they drive back to Kansas City, score, come back, knock on the door again, and as it turns out, the only reason why Burroughs was actually able to imbibe is because his manager, kind of his personal the guy that was there to make sure he stayed conscious and alive,
the babysitter.
Was sick. Yes, his paid babysitter was sick. So one way or another, they bring back the smack and knock on the door, and he pretty much welcome him in with open arms. Apparently, they go into the back room, and he pulls out this entire old school 50s style syringe kit,
Yeah, that's what I read too.
Or a steel
original junk kit, leather and leather strops and a doctor bag.
It's like Hostel.
Yeah.
Wow. Not surprising at all.
No.
It sounds like a pretty ugly scene. Pretty ugly night.
Yeah.
Well, there's a quote from Jurgensen. Quote from Jurgensen saying, Jurgensen claimed the record company, Warner Brothers, initially gave the band an enormous budget, expecting a follow-up to The Mind is for Doubling the Taste, to become a huge hit compared with Michael Jackson's album Thriller.
Why would they think that?
What? That's what they were.
Well, that's so stupid.
Well, that's their wishful thinking. They probably
kind of drugs
pushed it to their boss.
Yeah, exactly. What were they? Yeah, come on.
They were probably also on drugs.
Well, he said they took that budget and they spent basically $1,000 a day on drugs. So,
which is not that bad compared to bands we talked about before. So
yes.
That seems reasonable
for him. Yeah, definitely.
For him, yeah.
Well, TV2 is the next song, which was Keith's favorite, right?
Oh, it's a good song.
This song is fucking awesome, and I still quote this song to this day. My wife and I will just walk around the house sometimes connect the goddamn dots.
Oh, this song is so fucking angry.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it has to do with TV.
You're lying through
whatever.
It's lying through your teeth.
It's like changing the channels, I think.
Oh. Just this song could have also been called 2020 plus. This is just how we are now.
Yeah.
It was the fastest thing I'd ever heard at the time.
Definitely. We were like, oh my God, how are they playing that fast? It's like SOD.
Oh,
yeah.
You know why? Because they're not actually playing that fast.
Well.
It's computer.
I have seen Charlie Benante cover this song though, so he can definitely do this.
Yeah, the drummer's
but he's a freak.
Yeah, it's just a blast beat.
You have no effect on his vocals either.
Lying through your teeth.
It's awesome.
It's like I'm watching the news.
Yeah.
You know what? I gotta
Fox News, CNN, whatever the fuck. Like, God.
One of the reasons that I never liked that is just reminded me of fucking Sam Kinison too much.
No,
really?
Yeah, it does.
Comes up to me and she does da. I mean, yeah.
Is she right? Is she?
This is called TV2, and the TV song was on this.
Oh, I didn't realize there was an actual one.
Yeah, it's on this. It's a song called TV Song on this.
What album was that?
This is Jesus Built My Hot Rod, the single.
Oh, okay.
This is the thing that the record company put out before the album came out.
Right. Because they were looking for something. They were like, give us something. Because they were supposed to be working on stuff. They're like, give us something. So they gave him. It's like, well, I have this thing with Gibby from Butthole Surfers. You want to listen to that?
So there's a first version of this. I'm sure you'd find it on YouTube or elsewhere.
Yeah. I think that's my favorite song on the album too.
Really?
Yeah. I'm so fucking angry.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. Connect the goddamn dots.
It's up there for sure.
It's definitely up there.
I don't know if I have it. I mean, they're all good.
And I think
well,
just
they're not all good.
Except
they're not all good. Yeah. The first 5 might be.
Sorry. I think just
there's a cliff. There's a cliff for me on this one.
I mean, there's a definite it's complete stylistic change on the last 2 songs.
It feels like they ran out of money or something. They were like,
well, those were written by Barker and I have it written down.
Barker, Scaccia,
Sachia.
Scaccia. Yeah, like there's a bunch of writers. Chris Connolly and Chris Connolly from MTV.
different Chris Connolly.
Oh no, okay.
That'd be something.
He's Scottish. He's from Revolting Cocks. He was their main vocalist. Yeah,
I should have known Connolly. It's a very Scottish name.
It says they're written mainly by Barker.
This is TV1. It's the same fucking thing.
It is. It's faster.
That's real drums, by the way, for sure.
Something I don't know. Something I can't use. Push the button. Connect the goddamn dots.
This is better.
Sounds like a album.
I like this better too.
Living thief in my bedroom, bathroom, commodity, sodomy, glass on, enemy, promise everything, take it all away. Give it a rest. Lying through your dreams.
Wow. First orgasm on the show.
Oh my god.
Who, what, with, why, who, when did you say the earth would stop turning? When did you say we would all start burning? When should I make a pledge? Should I listen to the voices in my head?
I guess I'll send you a link to this, Joe.
Yeah.
I'll just Apple Tunes this now or whatever it's called.
It's the
Apple Music Tunes.
I don't
find it on Discogs.
I found it on YouTube. I don't know if it's on.
It's called TV what?
Just TV Song.
TV Song.
Yeah, I can get you the MP3s or whatever from this if you can't find it.
Okay.
Illegally.
We've spent a lot of time on this song. We should move on.
Also, you know who their managers were? John and Marcia Zazula.
Really?
No shit. I've heard of them.
Yeah.
So
it says right here.
Johnny Z just died.
Johnny Z did.
I know. John. They're both gone now.
She's been dead for a while, I think, right?
Yeah. Yeah, Johnny Z. How about that?
All right, Hero, which was that Aftab's favorite song?
Yeah, this is my favorite
song too.
This song is fucking amazing song.
Apparently, this is filled with G.I. Joe clips, but I couldn't find any.
Really?
That's what it says on. I don't know. It says that on Wikipedia.
Pick up on that. That show was so bad. Even as a kid, I was like, "Yeah, I don't." The toys are cool.
The toys are great.
And the show was just a commercial. It was a 30-minute commercial for the toys. It's all same with Transformers. And He-Man.
Transformers was a cool cartoon.
And Transformers was better.
Oh yeah.
Oh fuck
Oh,
you.
by far.
What?
Far. He-Man was better than G.I. Joe.
Oh fuck you.
Yeah.
What
the fuck? Transformers, He-Man, G.I. Joe was the order.
G.I. Joe, Transformers.
No.
He-Man's garbage. GoBots are better than He-Man.
You're a nationalistic fuck.
What about Voltron?
Voltron's better also.
Which one of the Voltrons? Not the second one.
Both. The first two.
No. What about there's
The
three of them.
5 lions and the
That was
15
the Lions is number
one.
3. The number 1 was all the vehicles. Sea,
No,
land, air,
that
and
was
sea.
second. Oh my God.
No. The second is the robots.
What are you talking about?
There are 3 robots that combine into a
Voltron.
bigger robot.
That's Voltron.
Yeah.
That's
This conversation got derailed.
Yeah.
We just turned into nerd church here.
Yeah, actually, they call you G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe.
I mean, yeah, we're talking about like Ministry, and this album is cool as hell,
that
and
song?
we
'Cause
end
it
up
was really
turning
good.
this into like the biggest, dorkiest thing we've ever done.
I know.
This song is fucking badass.
There's a rare guitar solo in this song.
I know.
You don't hear that in Ministry very often.
No. Whoa, look at that.
A G.I. Joe. Guitar solo. It's a good one.
Who plays it?
It's got to be the Mike Scott show, though.
Yeah, I would.
Rigor Mortis was a
It's a
full-blown
perfect.
thrash band.
It's a very perfect solo for that song.
Yeah.
It reminds me, the little haze in the background reminds me of Guar a little bit. Like there's a little Guar in there. Like the cheering crowd, like Guar.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
Guar from '92 specifically, actually.
Oh yeah.
It's
We'll
very
talk about that later.
American Must Be Destroyed.
Yeah.
Keith, didn't you tour with Gore or play with them for a while?
I opened for Dave Brokey Experience.
Oh, okay.
Close.
Yeah. So yes, well, he actually he may have smoked crack in my car.
Probably.
He may have.
No, yeah.
But you don't
No, I mean
remember.
he they were definitely
Crack in my paw.
no, they smoked meth. Yeah, he did a lot of drugs in my car.
We actually
Go on.
we met
in your Geo Metro in those days.
No. In the did you guys ever? I mean, what was our limo? Yeah, the limo.
Yeah.
You guys know the limo, right? Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
My old
purple
band.
limo?
Yes, my band had a limo. So when we would show up to play, it would turn into kind of, especially like that show was at the Sterling Ruritan Hall. The Ruritan Hall. You know where that is?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. I played that. I opened for, Odorous. At
Dave Bruckner,
that place. Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And so pretty much like in the parking lot, of course, they weren't selling alcohol there. So everyone was drinking in their cars. Well, as it turns out, Dave comes out. A bunch of my friends that imbibe in other various things, like stuff that, Al Jurgensen would do, all end up in the car. So Dan, Scott, and I slowly just kind of exit and, we're like, who knew about this? I guess, who's going to walk in there and be like, sorry, guys, you can't do that in our car.
Hey, Mr. Yorungus, can you please not smoke?
Please stop.
Is that crack? Oh, sorry, we don't allow crack. I actually just saw Gore in December, actually. With Napalm.
Cool.
Yeah. Where was that?
I actually went for Napalm Death, not Gore, but it was in December. It was at
9:30.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there.
You were there?
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
And I was like, Napalm Death is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
Oh.
Stop. That's stop. They opened with Silence is Deafening. Just
they opened with Napalm Death songs. It's a bunch of fat, like British death metal guys in there.
Well, one guy's fat.
Okay. Yeah. I was like, no. Not that that matters, but I was like, oh my god.
Let's get back to Ministry.
Never.
We're gonna wrap this up.
Man, this episode is bouncing all over.
I mean,
I got some,
we got into Rick Ashley, didn't we?
I got some work to do.
We did.
I just haven't.
He was mentioned.
Animated about Voltron.
Nobody got Rickrolled though. So
not yet.
I'm not doing it.
We didn't even get to. We didn't even get to the. I think this was probably like the biggest hit of this album, right?
Jesus Built My Hot
Oh
Rod.
yeah, absolutely.
This was on MTV so much.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Get off the air.
And it's basically a Butthole Surfer song.
All of a sudden,
that's their most popular on Spotify.
Yeah, it's got the most streams on Spotify.
Yeah.
It's got their inane lyrics.
Well,
it says ding dong all over the place. But it's a cool fucking riff.
Yeah.
And I can bug out to it.
You think he had lyrics for this, or was it just like stream consciousness?
No, he did not.
Drugs.
He showed up. He showed up. He got invited. Well, we were on tour at the time. He got invited by Al. He showed up shit-faced. He was already Yeah, he could barely walk. So they pretty much threw him on a stool and gave him a microphone and a fifth of Jack. They handed him more alcohol.
Sounds like Jim Morrison's type stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So they played him the kind of the thrashy riff that they're playing, and he just babbled incoherently, and knocked over the whiskey, fell off the stool. Every single time he kind of like landed on the floor and couldn't get back up.
This is like their Inagata Devita.
Kind of. But they just prop him back up onto the stool and let him just keep going, and. I mean, and the funny thing, I think we were talking about like the financing for this album. Their label, they were expecting something huge, and this was the song.
Can you imagine?
They sent. They're like, "What do you have so far?" And this was the only thing that they had. This was it. So they sent
we
the
have this song. Ding a ding a ding a ding a dong ding dong ding a ding.
The label was not happy. The label was not happy with the turnout from this, and flat out they demanded twice as much. Like they had already. I think they sent them $750,000, and Al Jurgensen is just like, listen, you need to send us, another of that payment. And
more drug money, please.
Yeah, because they were spending it. They were going right up their veins.
More drugs will fix this.
But
please.
One way or another, yes. So, like, Gibby being a part of this, he was invited to kind of come into the studio. They didn't know what was going to happen, but they propped him up, let him do vocals, and what he's saying was not planned, and nobody has a clue what he actually says. Not even him.
He says dingo a lot.
Yeah. Ding-a-ling dang, my dang-a-dong ding.
Yeah.
It's catchy.
Wow, 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 wow.
Do they play this live?
I'm sure they do. I'm sure they have.
I haven't heard it.
Because Al would have to sing it. I don't know if he...
Yeah, how do you pull this off?
Right, exactly. It's like their biggest hit and they can't play it live. That's pretty hilarious.
Yeah, it has over 12 million streams on Spotify. No, 16 million streams on Spotify.
Yeah. That is over 12. Good.
It is. Actually 16.
He was right the first time. So this is where it goes to shit for Joe. Was that right, Joe?
Yes.
Scarecrow.
Well, it's not even at the sixth track. It's about 4 minutes into that track.
Scarecrow.
Like okay, That's all you got? And it never recovers for me.
I don't know. I like this song.
Yeah, me too. It is too long.
I do, but it's too fucking long. It's 8.5 minutes.
I love that riff. And I agree. I mean, it does go on a little too long, but
Always reminding me of Levy.
What's that?
It always reminded me of one of the Levy
What is it?
I can totally hear that.
Zeppelin?
When the Levee Breaks by Zeppelin.
Yeah, okay.
It keeps on raining.
Yeah, I can definitely hear that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And I love the concept of the song. Scarecrow, his arms outstretched. He's just out there, but come on.
There's some samples in this song.
Yeah, what is that from?
I'll tell you.
Good.
Good, Commander. Exorcist 3, which, we all love Exorcist 3.
I love that movie.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
I've never seen it. So
I agree with Keith. Yeah, the third one is a creepy. That George C. Scott one.
Oh yes. Oh my god.
That lady walking
incredible.
On the wall, that wall walking. That creepy fucking scene in the hospital. Yeah.
Him and the priest. The first 10 minutes of that movie are from the funniest things that came out in that time.
That was the do you hear that little?
Yeah.
Yes.
What was that? Yeah.
That was from Exorcist 3, apparently.
Huh.
Well, I'm watching the scene right now. It's on YouTube. I think it's that scene you're talking about.
Yeah, the hospital wall walking.
Yeah, that's from Exorcist 3.
I never knew that was even a sample. I thought it was just some guitar thing.
And then this apparently is a
sample from that scene.
That's another sample. I don't know what the. Oh, I do know. Hold on, listen. That's from the movie Nightbreed.
Oh yeah,
1990.
Terrible movie. Yeah.
I don't know if you can hear it. It's this background noise, but yeah, there's a couple.
Yeah,
samples.
I heard it. Yeah. What is that? It's like they live without something.
I don't know. Those are the only two samples I have.
Okay.
Psalm 69. I love that song. I know it's a little.
Yeah, Joe.
Repetitive, but
how do you not like Psalm 69?
The same thing. I think it's too repetitive. It's just not enough there for me.
Congregation,
I don't know. How do I not like it?
And open your prayer guides.
Don't.
To the Book of Revelations, Psalm 69.
69. It's so heavy.
Oh yeah, great.
Good.
Daddy, it gets too heavy. All right, so I have both clips of what those are from, the Touched by Christ thing. That's from a movie called Altered State from 1980.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Good movie. Yeah.
I feel like my heart is being touched by Christ.
That's that. And then the Liar Blasphemer is from The Pit and the Pendulum from 1991.
You swore you'd show mercy.
In this place, death is mercy.
Liar! Blasphemer!
It's much higher.
Yeah.
It's a woman's. But yeah, those are the two. You know who's in that movie, Tim? What was his name from Aliens? chopped in half guy. Bishop.
Oh, Bishop. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he's in that movie. Yeah.
Anyway. Lance Hendrickson.
Yeah, there you go. Nice pull.
Yeah.
P2P.
Yeah. But yeah, I love this song. I mean, I know it's kind of repetitive, but it's fucking awesome. Then you get into the
riff.
meat of the song.
Yeah.
Oh, this is that riff is very much a rip of Don't Tread on Me.
Yeah, it is.
Oh wow.
You're right. Just thrash you, but yeah.
So this is where I'll agree with Joe. Is the last two songs I like.
They're out there.
I could
yeah,
skip
but
those. I could skip those.
I like
and Ministry does that a lot. Ministry,
Yeah.
like it seems like every album they've got like, maybe not every album, but I feel like the last.
Not mine, but yeah, some parts of Land and Rape and Honey.
Land and Rape and Honey, the last, because I did listen to Land and Rape and Honey recently, and the last like 2 or 3 songs on that album were like, all right, guys, come on.
I don't know.
I gotta listen to that. Man.
For Grace, hit it at 50 seconds.
Okey doke. Grace.
They want you to say Grace.
She died 30 years ago.
The blessing.
Sounds like Skinny Puppy all of a sudden.
Yeah. That is cool.
I don't know.
Also, if you didn't like Skinny Puppy, then okay, you're not gonna love that song. I freaking love that.
I think it's cool. Go to 235 in that same song.
Stop raising that. Stop raising that.
That part.
Oh, I do like this part. Actually.
That's cool.
I think it fades out on that, right?
Yeah. Also in Corrosion, go to 315. The song just before this one. You even get punched in the face.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Oh yeah.
You can do that again if you'd like.
Please. Yes, sir. I'll take another.
Yeah, do it again.
Oh. Okay, this song. Okay, I do like this song.
Take it back. Take it back.
I take it back. This one's good. The last song, not so much. This one I do like.
Because it's just like pounding.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, grades. Let's grade this guy. I'll go A-. Well, because there's a couple songs that I could skip, but otherwise, very good. Probably it is my best. It is my favorite Ministry album. So,
yeah. Oddly enough, for me, and this is, I still don't understand it. Like when I'm like, oh man, I want to listen to Ministry. For some reason, I always throw in Filth Pig.
That's a great album.
It is a great album, but like, is it as good as this one?
No,
I don't know. I don't think so. But
it's more straight ahead, straightforward metal.
Yeah, I don't know.
I look forward to talking about that one because it's underrated in my opinion.
I agree. I totally agree because it is. Yeah. It deserves more listens than one way or another. A or A plus. I gotta go A plus.
Really? Well, okay.
Yeah.
I'll go.
Go ahead.
C plus for me.
Oh, C plus.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It just drops off so much. It's like a cliff after track 5.
That's a half glass full review.
I'm very positive, so yes. The glass is always full, whether it's liquid or air.
Okay. I'd give it an A. That it's Ministry's best album.
You would or you are?
I am giving it an A.
Okay. Let's use assertive language here.
It's an A. It's Ministry's best album.
Okay. Our guests.
B minus for me. It's not incredible. It just has good moments. You know, the music videos put me off a bit too. Shouldn't affect the whole album, but like I said, you know, there's some songs that are fantastic, but some I can truly live without. I mean, like at all.
So is A Mind a Terrible Thing to Taste? Is that your favorite, Aftab?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay,
that's an A+. Yeah, neck and neck.
That's a great album too.
Even with
It's
this
just
a test on it.
Well, I take back that you take this. Well, I take that.
I mean,
but you know, the weight of everything else makes Mind is an A+. Yeah, it's just probably one of the best albums, period, that I have ever listened to in my life. Yeah.
It is really good.
I mean, even you know, Rain and Blood, it's up there. You know.
Wow.
Yeah. That Mind is really up there. So that's why this album, it wasn't as amazing. So it's a bigger letdown. You know, it's not just a B+. It's kind of a bigger. You know. Yeah.
This one hasn't aged as well for me. Back then, when I first listened to it and got into it, I probably would have given it like an A or an A+. Maybe I give it an A- now because I don't want to listen to some of it as much.
Yeah, that's what I give it.
I mean, but I love it, and I definitely have a lot of nostalgia for it. But it's not the one I would go to these days.
What would you go to?
I feel like I never really gave. I love Land of Rape and Honey.
That was an album that we talked about a few years, and I forgot how good that album is. That album is so good.
Deity is just one of the coolest songs.
I just love how it's bleak and unforgiving and
it's merciless.
Yeah,
Stigmata.
The production on it.
Yeah, Stigmata. What year was that? Was that 90s or 80s?
7?
Yeah, it was 88, I think.
88.
Oh. So Mind was 89, wasn't it, or 90 or something?
Or
like
90.
89.
It was kind of around the same era, but
different.
It was the first that sounded like that.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
Yeah.
But I think I actually listened to this album too much. And it might be an example of one of those. So
yeah,
I love it.
Burned out.
Yeah.
I need to listen to more of their recent stuff because I kind of gave up on them and I haven't really checked.
I gave up on them.
Cool.
So Ministry.
Yeah.
I forgot there was an album that came out in 2021. I just blanked on it.
Yeah.
Keep making albums.
Terrible.
He keeps making albums. It's not a good.
I've really tried to get it. You guys talked about Filth Pig, and it sounds like you really like that album. I really tried to get into to Filth Pig, but I guess what I liked about Ministry was gone by then. Like I liked the industrial electronic production and stuff that they were doing on Psalm 69, and it was starting to get a little bit too metal for me, but it still sounded like the best of what it was trying to do.
Yeah, they were more like the songs were just like straightforward songs. It was less
right.
I do feel like it was less industrial than a lot of previous albums. So
yeah, for sure.
All right, well, cool.
Aren't we doing?
Oh yeah, sorry. Yes. What are we into?
Cool things we're doing right now. I think I should start this.
You're excited about it.
Oh, cool.
Oh, nice, Keith.
Oh, I get it now.
Fantastic.
What is that?
It was all a game plan. I'm reading Vampire Hunter D, and holy crap, is it worth the time? Obviously,
Is it really, Keith? Is it really good?
Oh, it's good. Yes.
Wow. Do they have like the origin of his talking hand and all that shit? And
I haven't like the talking hand. I'm only 100 pages into it, and it's 600 pages long. So they have not gotten into the talking hand. The talking hand has been referenced, but we haven't yet hit that point. One way or another, it is so enjoyable, and I haven't watched the damn movie in years, but like reading it, I remember like all the different awesome aspects of the movie, and you should read it too.
You talked me into it, for real. I'm gonna, that's great.
You have to take his word for it.
He has such a calming voice. I'll do anything he says.
Oh,
anything.
Touch
anything.
I mean, I don't know. I've been working my ass off. I haven't really. I watch a lot of TV, so
Obviously, the Obi-Wan Kenobi series is great. I love it. I think it's
you
really well done.
Like
I
the
know,
Star
shocking.
Wars movie?
Shocking, right?
What is that on NBC? What is that?
No,
Disney Plus,
of course.
Oh,
yeah. Been watching that. I've also been binging this show called The Great, which is about Catherine the Great. It's on Hulu.
I heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about
Is there a lot of horse fucking?
There was reference to that.
I think that was a lie.
That was a lie. Well, according to the show, it was a lie. But,
Nobody knows the truth.
That doesn't make it good TV.
Were you there?
but they make reference, and it's.
Oh,
I mean,
I was.
It's more of a comedy, really, because do you guys know the actor Nicholas?
What is that on?
It's on Hulu.
Hulu.
Yeah, Nicholas Hoult plays Peter.
I don't know who that is. But...
So, and Nicholas Hoult was he was like the main war boy in Fury Road.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he was Beast in the latest X-Men, like the X-Men from a few.
He was also in About a Boy.
Was he really? Oh my gosh! Yeah,
he was the boy.
Oh my gosh! Wow. Okay. Anyway, he's hilarious in the show. So if you haven't, if you're, it is like loosely based on true events, but they make it more of a comedy. So, he calls people cunts all the time.
That's a show Olivia Colman is in.
No, that was that's The Crown.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, Ellie Fanning plays Catherine the Great. So she was in Super 8. She was in a few other things, but anyway, that's what I've been watching. That's what I've been doing. Binging TV shows.
Who's up next?
Well, I rewatched Scanners last night. The Cronenberg film. And,
oh yeah.
That's a good one. I heard a sample from Doubting Thomas, which was a Kevin Key side project. He said, "Brothers should be close, don't you think?"
Yeah.
It was like, oh yeah, that's right. That's from that one song. I don't remember which one it was, but
no, yeah.
I'm also reading a biography. Cozy Fanny Tootie, one of the members of Robin Gristle, wrote a really good autobiography that I'm trying to finish reading. So learned a lot about how Genesis George was a real abusive asshole. Really pretty controlling person. Made some interesting art, but not a great person.
Just a pretentious man. Yeah, right.
Genesis, what?
Genesis George.
Okay.
Robin Gristle.
Yeah.
Who else? Joe?
I can go. I mean, I read a lot, but it'd be boring to tell you what I read. But spend time with my daughters. But mainly, I've just been listening to a lot of I don't know, man. Like the last 2 years, I just got really. I always liked thrash, metal. Never. I mean, always like my whole life, I never stopped listening to it. But I don't know how I got into it, but I really got into this crust punk, D-beat, stuff. I guess like Verruchers and things like that, and Conflict. But then that's how I got into earlier Napalm Death, and I just really like the riffs and the speed and the aggression of all that kind of stuff, like Extreme Noise Terror, Dysphere, bands like that. Like a lot of Swedish music. I listen to a lot of Swedish heavy punk music right now.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a strange little genre, but it's just fits perfectly. I can't listen to anything else. Like actually, one of my main passions is classical Indian music. And, I've got a website and I preserve, reel to reels, and I digitize all this stuff and all these projects. That's been like the last 20 years of my life. I can't even listen to that.
Well, mention the website. Plug the website.
Yeah, it's called sarangi.info, SARANGI.info. And it's 17 years old, and we're still publishing unpublished music, private recordings people made, from All India Radio, Pakistan, stuff like that. So it's kind of something we've been doing. A lot of ethnomusicology departments have been using our site as reference to education. So it kind of keeps us going. The fact that people do like our taste and stuff we're promoting beyond just like Ravi Shankar and things like that. So
that's cool.
Yeah, I have a small music academy in Pakistan too, just for classical music. But my point is that I've been so into this like anti-Simex and all this kind of music that I haven't even listened to my Indian music in a long time. That's how. And I mean, I bought a drum set. Ask Matt. That's all I pretty much listen to. My kids are fucking sick of it. My wife fucking screaming and really just super fast. I'm like, yeah. So that's me these days. It's very intense, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'm gonna go with this book.
It's backwards.
Is it backwards? Is it going to stay backwards?
Yes, you're mirrored.
Misery
But go ahead,
Obscura.
just instead, like not everybody like watches this on.
For
YouTube.
me, it's not. Well, they don't. I know.
Just say it out loud.
I'm going to, Keith. Shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ. It's the Eerie Von book on Revol. You can buy this on Is it Revolver.com? I think.
Yeah,
sure.
Mystery Obscura. It's a collection of Eerie Von's photos that he took during like even pre Danzig and Sam Hain. He's got a lot of photos with tours with the Misfits. So it's a hardcover book. It's a big, like it's like a legit book. I haven't gotten into a lot of like the stories, but there's some fucking awesome photos here of tour shit.
Yeah. I love those old days. Yeah,
like just fucking incredible stuff.
Hey, John
Danzig too.
Yeah,
John Craig. There's Sean from White Zombie up there. I think that's Rob Zombie over there. But it's just fucking badass. I highly recommend this. It's mostly a photo journal of his life with the band. I always thought of him as kind of adult, as a dude who just happened to play bass in Danzig. But he's actually intellectual. Like, I was impressed by this. Like, he's not just playing B behind like all the notes. Like he's a thinking guy. I was just really impressed by the book and the quality of it, and it's just a badass little book. It's not too expensive, huh?
Are these photos he took, or are these? Photos
This is stuff he took. Oh. Well, he's in some of the photos, so obviously he didn't take those photos, but it's primarily stuff that he took over the years, and it's really cool. It's got him with like White Zombie. He's got some photos with Metallica in there, and there's like stories behind like what he's talking about. It's just a badass little capture of time. I highly recommend this book.
That's cool.
I want to dig in deep at some point here soon, hopefully.
Not that we need to
Mystery Obscura by Eerie Von.
Cool. Not that we need to promote this, but it's revolvermag.com. They're not paying us or anything, but that's where you go. Revolvermag.com.
Well, I would like people to know where to go to get it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you can go on their website and see stuff they took from my YouTube channel.
No shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I've been digitizing all these old VHS tapes and sticking the stuff on YouTube, and then
it sounds like a forced sponsorship at some point here.
I know they really should be.
Well, they don't give me credit. They're just like, look what we found.
Look, it's Danzig on Jon Stewart. Yeah, where'd you get that video? I wonder.
No shit. No.
Well, Danzig took that video down from YouTube. I got a copyright strike.
Because he's a dick.
He's a dick.
He always does that.
Just a big dick. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Tim, anything?
Just digitizing VHS tapes, and we're binge watching Yellowstone, the show Yellowstone, which is pretty good.
I've heard it's good. I just haven't started. I tried to start it.
Too bad there's no more Yellowstone.
Yeah.
It's a lake now, apparently.
It's got fucked up, yeah. But yeah.
All right. Well,
one quick thing though, Matt. If you want to throw out like links to where people can get your shit,
please.
Yeah, if you want to hear my music, I've been making music since about 1999. I put out some albums like Keith mentioned. It's sebek.bandcamp.com. That's CEBEC.bandcamp.com or SoundCloud.com Sebek. That's the name I've been using. So go ahead and listen. A lot of my influences have been industrial, experimental, electronic, all kinds of things. So
cool.
Awesome.
Go listen to Matt's music.
Yes, please.
Yeah,
absolutely. Well, thanks for joining us, guys. It was
link
fun.
in bio, right, Eric?
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, we'll definitely put the links to all this stuff on our website, so you can get right to it from there. It'll be on our YouTube as well, so you can click right through it to there. So, yeah, Matt, Aftab, we really appreciate it. It was awesome having you guys.
Thank you guys for having us.
It was a lot of fun.
We had a lot of fun.
Cool, man. Yeah, you're welcome back anytime.
Yeah, anytime.
Definitely.
Yeah,
So-
we'd love to. Yeah,
We talk about thrash all the time. So if there's a thrash band that you're really into, just let us know and we'll.
yeah. I'm always listening to the thrash.
Yeah. So
Matt, not
You
so
got-
much.
well, that's
Been
it.
seeing you, Keith, after a couple of years, and Joe and Eric and Tim. Finally, nice meeting you.
Can we get Keith to go? How about this, guys? Can we get Keith to go out for fucking once?
Dude.
Can we all? In fact, yeah, we should. And Eric
Chuck E.
too.
Cheese or
I know
something.
Tim's way out there, but can we fucking go do something? We can go to Nationals game.
Keith, just tell us where you get gas. We'll try to do the timing.
Ambush.
We have
I've
to
got-
we have to like plan a kidnap or something.
Yeah, it's the kids. I mean, Matt,
we have kids too, man.
Yeah. You guys, yeah. But it's
My
still,
kids are grown. I don't have any excuses anymore.
Yeah.
No, but it was good meeting you guys finally.
Yeah,
Had a good
absolutely.
time.
Yeah, for sure.
All
All
right.
right,
Well,
thanks again.
for Matt and Aftab and Keith and Joe and Tim, I'm Eric saying.
Sorry for the cursing. I tend to curse. I say stupid things.
Energy, aggression, power. To sum it up, it's a vulgar display of power.
Sometimes I think you drink just a little too much blood.
I'm sorry, I'm going to be a Bloodaholics Anonymous. Cut now.
Cutting it up big time.
They are miserable slaves of Satan.
Some cunts were killed in this.